I came into the office kind of panicking because I was getting so much people messaging me online wanting help with a meal plan and workout program, and I was helping them all out. But I got to the point where I couldn't keep up with the workload of all the clients coming on. And they all wanted changes to their meal plans and workout programs, and they all wanted updates every month. And I just got to the point where I had so much clients that I couldn't manually continue doing what I'm doing.
Welcome to the future. Come and take a seat. We're gonna start.
Welcome to MacroActive Radio. This series takes you behind the scenes of the secret strategies and hands-on tactics that year after year have produced million-dollar results for an elite movement of influencers, experts, and mentors in the health and wellness industry. Our members are a new breed of influencer who share a common vision, not only for increasing their reach and impact, but also for being unafraid of scaling their lifestyle businesses to create enormously prosperous and sustainable, balanced lives for themselves and their loved ones. Listen and learn and join the movement. Welcome to MacroActive Radio. Well, welcome to our inaugural episode of MacroActive Radio. My name is Ken Brickley, a director at MacroActive. And before we get started, just want to say, please give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let us know what we're doing right, wrong. We read every single comment, and we would love to hear your feedback. Our first guest is Josef Rakich of Josef Rakich Fitness, a pioneer in the online fitness world, and only apropos that we have him on the show. Joe, welcome to the show.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
All the way from upstairs.
Yes.
Well, let's start with a bit of background. For those who are listening and don't know you, tell us a bit about yourself, your background. What is it that you do, and how did you get started in this?
All right, so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Josef Rakich, and I'm an online personal trainer where I prescribe meal plans and workout programs to people all around the world. I currently live in New Zealand, but all my business is done online, and I have clients in pretty much every single country around the world. I'm 28 years old, and I've been doing this for almost 6, maybe 7 years now.
Even longer.
Even longer, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we met, like, I'm going to say almost 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember you were 19 when we first started. You came into our office and said, "Help!" Like, what was going through your mind the day you came into our office?
So the day I came into the office and I met Ken and also John, who is another part of MacroActive, I came into the office kind of panicking because I was getting so much people messaging me online wanting help with a meal plan and workout program, and I was helping them all out. But I got to the point where I couldn't keep up with the workload of all the clients coming on board, and they all wanted changes to their meal plans and workout programs, and they all wanted updates every month. And I just got to the point where I had so much clients that I couldn't manually continue doing what I'm doing.
And so how many clients would you have had, active clients, all at the same time at that point in time?
Maybe around 40, maybe 50.
Yeah.
And because they all wanted new meal plans and new workout programs every single month, it became literally impossible to be able to write everyone a new meal plan and workout program, because everything I do is 100% personalized to my clients. Nothing is cookie cutter. So I couldn't just give everyone the same meal plan and same workout program, because, you know, I had some guys trying to bulk up and put on weight, where I had some girls trying to cut down and lose body fat. So they obviously couldn't get the same diet. Not to mention, everyone has different requirements. Some people are allergic to certain foods, or some people dislike certain foods. So I wanted to make my business somewhere where I could give the best service possible. And to do that, I had to work around all of my client specifications.
You see a lot of that in the industry with people basically offering these cookie cutter PDFs, really. I mean, do you think that that's why you were getting such a strong demand from the market, because you were actually doing really customized plans for people?
Yep, I can almost guarantee that, because so much people out there, they just give away a single PDF and it's a meal plan. Most of the time it doesn't even have the macros, the calories, the protein, carbs, fats. It's just a basic one chicken breast and rice. Like how much rice? Like it's... So what we do is so specific, and this is why my clients get the results. So I'll tell them, have, 220 grams of chicken, or 230 grams of chicken, or 240 grams of chicken, whatever it may be. Everything is precise because all of my calories, my protein, carbs, and fats are worked out perfectly to my client and their specific goals and what they need to achieve the best and fastest results possible. Now, when someone sends out a PDF, that PDF can be sent on to someone else and it gets shared around, and it's only a one-off. At Josef Rakich Fitness, we don't do any PDFs. We do everything online via our mobile app, and everything is completely personal to the individual. So if Bob gets a meal plan and Tony gets a meal plan, they're going to be completely different depending on what their goals are and what their stats are.
Would you say the same thing is true for Bob and Joe at the gym looking at their workout programs, or is that all the equivalent of a PDF?
Yep, all of my workout programs are as well personalized, because
so two people at the same gym
will have
sign up for
workouts.
your program, and they're going to get customized to what they need.
Yep, exactly. Because everyone's got different goals. So depending on their goals, the workout programs will change and vary. Now I've got, certain exercises that I like to include in my meal plans that I find produce the best results for the certain muscle group that you're trying to train. So those are the exercises that I have included in my plans. However, the rep range might be different. The exercises may be different compared to someone else's because their goals may be different. And personalization is the key to someone getting true results.
Now, we're talking about your business and the growth of your business and really scalability. For other trainers, I don't care if you're in fitness or yoga or rowing or basketball or whatever industry, might be in boxing, there are trainers out there that probably are at the same place as you were when we first met. They've got 50 clients. They have clients that are asking them to swap salmon for beef, or these common nutritional questions, probably asking for personal advice around their training programs. Obviously, you found that there was automation was a key part of your growth. Can you walk us through sort of what that allowed you to focus your time on to actually scale the business? What for these trainers out there that are all trying to grow, the key to getting from 50 clients to 500 and then from 500 to 5,000, maybe take us through that first step, 50 to 500, and then we'll talk about 500 to 5,000 later.
So I guess my problem was I was working in the business, not on the business. So because I had so many clients, I had to manually do every single meal plan and workout program. And I got to the point where I wasn't growing the business anymore because I had to spend all my time and all my effort writing meal plans and writing workout programs. So that's when I kind of thought, how can I scale this business and continue doing what I do, offering my clients personalized meal plans and workout programs? Now, I couldn't, I had two options. I had the option of either hiring a whole bunch of staff, or I could automate the process, and that's exactly what I did. I automated the process through MacroActive software. Now, MacroActive has helped me scale my business insanely because it has allowed me to create personalized meal plans and workout programs for all of my clients that are still personalized to them and their specific goals, yet it's allowed me to do this at scale. And all my meal plans and workout programs that my clients get are exactly based on my rules and my formulas that I say.
So it's essentially as if you would have handwritten each one of these, right?
Correct. It is exactly the same as if I had manually written my client's meal plan. So for example, I'll just give you a quick example. When I create a meal plan manually, I make sure each client has 1 gram of protein per pound of their lean body weight. That's just for, maintaining muscle and growing muscle. Any less than this, they're not going to get optimal results. I also make sure each one of my clients gets at least 0.4 grams of fat per pound of their lean body weight. This is important for brain function, hormone regulation, testosterone production, stuff like this. So I take all of this information plus a whole lot of other rules and formulas that I follow when creating a manual meal plan. All of this information I put into the software. So when a client signs up to the software and they enter in their goals, what they want to achieve, their stats, their height, weight, age, gender, daily activity level, they provide me with all this information, what foods they're allergic to, what foods they don't like. From all this information they provide, the software can then work out how much total calories they need for them in their goal. So for example, if my client is trying to bulk up and gain some muscle, I'll put him in a 500 calorie surplus. Or if he's trying to cut down and lose some body fat, I'll put him in a calorie deficit in order to lose body fat. All protein, all carbs, and all fats are met perfectly for them and their goals, exactly as I would if I manually read it. Not to mention, this software also allows me to create their meal plan based around the foods that they want in their meal plan. So if they're allergic to peanut butter, or maybe they don't like salmon, all they have to do is tick these boxes, let me know that they don't like these foods, and they won't get these foods in their meal plan. So basically what MacroActive does, it allows me to create a meal plan and workout program exactly as I would if I was to manually do it. So this has allowed me to scale my business insanely. By now, instead of working in the business, it has allowed me to work on the business. So my job now is a personal trainer. It is creating content, whether that be filming YouTube videos, filming videos for Instagram TV, or taking pictures, or it's just about creating content now, trying to get in front of more eyes. And getting in front of more eyes is the key to growing the business.
Would you say that getting in front of more eyes is what takes a trainer from 500 clients to 5,000?
Yep.
Is that?
Yep, and definitely. And you have to be putting out good content when you're there. So the more people you can get in front of and the more good content you can put out there, the more people are going to see that and the more clients are going to eventually sign up. And the good thing is, when you're using the MacroActive platform, it doesn't matter how many clients you get sign up because you don't have to manually write every single one of those meal plans, and you don't have to manually redo every meal plan every single month because the MacroActive software will do that for you.
So let's talk about that every single month thing. So, I mean, yes, you could sign up a client and give them a customized meal plan, but part of the secret to your scale and success is you're outspending your competition on online advertisements. And the way that you're able to do that is you have this trail of revenue from all of the recurring clients that are paying you month after month. Walk us through how you're able to do that month after month and what the benefit for the client is. Mm-hmm. What happens at the end of month one, for example?
Yes, exactly. Recurring revenue is honestly the key to building a big and strong business, because every month the revenue gets bigger and bigger and it gets that snowball effect. Now, the only way to create recurring revenue is to give your clients something new every time. When you're doing that manually, it is basically impossible. The more you get, the more work you got to do. With the MacroActive software, it does it all for you itself. And the reason it is so important and so crucial to give your clients new meal plans and new workout programs is because if someone follows the same meal plan and same workout program for so long, they'll hit a plateau and they'll stall. Because the human body always wants to reach homeostasis. Now, I'll just use this as an example. Let's say 3,000 calories is your maintenance calorie intake. So you start off dieting on 2,500 calories without cardio. Eventually, your body is going to adapt to that intake and you're not going to lose any more fat. So what do you have to do? You have to decrease the calories. So let's say you bump it down to 2,300 and you add in a cardio day. Then after 4 or so weeks, the body's going to adapt to that and you're not going to lose any more fat. So you have to reduce the calories even more and increase the cardio. So there's always got to be some form of progression in what you're doing. Now, the MacroActive software, we offer this progression. So when my clients come onto my plan, I'll put them in, depending on what their goals are, I'll put them in a calorie deficit. Then, once they've completed their first week, they're going to put in new stats. These new stats will result in a new calorie intake for them, but I also increase their calorie deficit. So for example, if the first 4 weeks their calorie deficit was 500, the next 4 weeks it'll be 550. The next 4 weeks after that will be 600. So every week every 4 weeks, there's going to be progression. And that is what allows your clients to continue getting amazing results month after month after month. And this is why my clients stay on my plans and programs for so long and continue being a paying customer.
Great insight. Maybe share with the audience a bit more about how you work with the MacroActive team to fill up that top of the funnel.
So the way I kind of work to fill the top of the funnel is basically getting eyeballs. So I'm forever creating content, whether it be YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, every social media platform I use, because I know every platform has value in some way. For example, the people that follow me on Snapchat might not follow me on Instagram, and vice versa. So I'm always putting content out there. Now, the promotions and the stuff that I try to do, I don't try and hard sell anyone. What I do is I basically put up free workouts on these social media platforms and just give away the good content. We then promote that ad, and the people see that good content, and then they come and they follow me on one of these many platforms. The more I do this, the more eyeballs I get and the more followers I get. The more followers I get allows me to eventually sell them with a sale somewhere through one of my social media platforms. And when I do sell them on a sale, it is just somewhere organic in one of my platforms, so it doesn't actually feel like an ad to them because they've followed me out of their own intentions.
Yeah, that's a secret that has certainly produced, hasn't it?
Definitely, yep.
And so I just can't help but think of the disproportionate amount of give that you do versus the ask. You are day in, day out, consistently following this methodology that I've got to say it really works. Expand on this give versus take.
100%. I believe in giving as much as you can. Now, there's so many people out there who don't give anything, but they always ask for the sale. Sign up to my program and I can help you. What I try to do the complete opposite. I try to give them so much valuable content. I put up some free workouts. I do Q&As where I answer some of my audience's questions. Could be about anything. Could be about supplements, training, nutrition. And I just give them so much valuable content. So when they watch me on social media, they learn so much stuff from me and they realize, wow, this Josef Rakich guy, he gives me so much content for free. They continue to follow me and they continue to find out and learn so much stuff from me on all of these platforms. And when it comes time to them truly needing to take the next step and get that personal help from me, that is when they take the next step. And without all that give over time, they would not feel as inclined to sign up with me because I haven't given them anything of value previous to that.
Everyone hears the experts online talk about consistency, and platforms reward consistency.
The key to growing YouTube or any social media platform for that fact is being consistent with what you do. Now, the reason my YouTube channel has grown so much recently is because I'm constantly being consistent with uploading new content. Now,
how consistent is consistent?
It depends. It kind of what works for you, but right now, when I first started being consistent, I guess I was posting to my YouTube channel 3 times per week and making sure I posted 3 times per week every single week without fail. Right now, I've actually stepped that up even more. So I post to my YouTube channel every single day without fail.
And you've done that for 1 year now.
Yeah.
1 year, every single day. So you went from 3 posts a week to once every single day.
Prior to that year, it was actually not 3 a week.
Right.
It was all over the place.
Was
maybe
it?
Sometimes I'll miss out on YouTube for maybe a month.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But then when I decided to be consistent, that's when I took a slow step and I said 3 times per week I'm going to post a new video. Started doing that. But obviously once I took the consistency up even more and did it daily videos, that's when it really took off because people would check back to my YouTube channel every day because I know there's going to be a new video there. So yeah, consistency definitely is the key.
Now, we get a lot of questions all the time. How often do you post on... how often should I go live versus post versus stories?
Yep. So every social media platform kind of has a different angle to this. Now, stories, I find you can post a lot more. So for example, Snapchat, Instagram story, Facebook story, you can kind of post, you can honestly post every hour even. It doesn't have to be a big story. It just has to be something. Like you could be eating a meal. Oh, I'm just eating some chicken and rice and blah, blah, blah. Or you could just be in the gym and Snapchat one of your sets. The story is alright to do more frequently because people watch stories and they can kind of skip through it and it's not as in their face. A post, on the other hand, you don't want to be doing a post every single hour because you're going to be blowing up someone's news feed and it's going to get hella annoying for them. So every platform does have its different place and time where to post and how often to post. YouTube, on the other hand, you're not going to want to be posting a new YouTube video every hour because you're going to be losing a lot of subscribers and they won't even have time to watch all the content. Same with the live streams. You don't want to be doing a live stream multiple times per day because people are going to get annoyed. But, once or twice a week is good for a live stream, I find. And I think if you do it once or twice a week, you're going to have a bigger audience there because they're like, oh, wow, this person's live. I want to jump on and see what's going on. But the more frequent you do that, the more audience you're going to lose every time. So just to recap on that, Instagram stories, Snapchat, Facebook stories, multiple times per day. Then the actual daily posts where it's once off, Instagram post, Facebook post, YouTube post, and the stuff that you do maybe once weekly, that would be stuff like your live streams and that. But those rules are somewhat flexible, but those are usually my guidelines.
Those are great guidelines, Joe. Do you have different content for different platforms, or do you? I mean, if I'm just getting started, should I just post everything everywhere and then later on spend time curating different content for different platforms? Maybe walk us through what you've done.
So I do have different content for different platforms. So for example, if I film a YouTube video where it's like 15 minutes long, that video will be on YouTube. I might post it to Facebook, but I won't post it to Instagram or I won't post it to IGTV. So different platforms do have different stuff. And the stuff that I do on my Instagram story or my Snapchat, that won't ever get posted on my YouTube channel. Or it won't get posted on my Facebook page or an Instagram post. The odd occasional time, if it's a good vid, like I give away a really good tip on something, and I find it is something very valuable, then I may put it as an actual post, but very rarely. But it's all about mixing it up. And what I do sometimes is if I do have some content that I do post on multiple channels, for example, if I take a picture and that picture goes up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, what I might do is I might post them at all different times. So I'll upload it onto Instagram and then 3 hours later I might put it on Facebook, 5 hours later I might put it on Twitter. Reason being is because that audience might see it on Instagram, or that audience might not see it on Instagram, but they might be on their device later on 5 hours later. And then if they're scrolling Facebook and they follow me there, they might see it there. It just allows me to get in front of more of my audience, posting them at multiple different times.
You've got a software platform that helps you automate so that you can spend your time producing content,
Yep,
right?
correct.
And then there's a layer of insights that you can get as well.
So all that information that Derry pulls from all of his data points gives us so much information on our best client and where they come from. Everything underneath the sun, literally, Derry pulls. So when it comes to me doing what I do, I know the best time to do something. For example, I just think one of the things that I'll touch on right now is I give away a free ebook and I use that to catch someone's email. When I catch their email, I then market to them through our email list, selling them on our Ultimate Body Transformation Program. What Derry has figured out from all of our data over the years is that someone's email that we catch on a day is more valuable, 40% more valuable than any other day of the week. So that goes to show us the people on day, they must kind of, maybe it's after a big weekend of drinking, I don't know, and they're just on the couch scrolling their phone. At that point in time, they're probably not ready to sign up, but if I'm giving them a free ebook, they might download that, get you the free ebook. This person who downloads that free ebook, 40% more likely than all of our other email catchers on other days to sign up to our program.
And then ongoing, 40% more valuable as well.
Yeah.
I understand, right?
Yep, correct.
Yeah. Wow.
So little things like this you probably don't think matter too much, but when you're doing something at scale, shifting the needle just a little bit has such a huge impact. So now because I know this one thing that I get 40% more revenue from the people who get on my email list on day, I give away most of my ebooks now on days because I know it's a more valuable client to me. Where I'm I won't give away an ebook, but that's the days where I might hit them with a sale.
Yeah, great. No, I'm sure it gives you just more confidence to say, right, I'm going to spend probably, 40% more advertising this giveaway.
Exactly.
For someone who's, probably sitting in the same position that you were when we first met, at that 50, 60, I just met somebody the other day who called us, had 100 clients, was doing it all manually. Fast forward a year after you automated, right?
So I guess the main thing, a year later from being on the MacroActive software, first off, I just want to say it took away so much stress because when I was doing everything manually, I was so stressed. I got so much clients. I had to redo their meal plans. I had to stay on top of everything. Once I signed up to the MacroActive software, it just allowed me to fully take all the stress away and just allow me to do what I actually enjoyed, which is training and creating content. So the fact that you remove all your stress and just actually do what you truly love is honestly one of the most incredible things ever. Now, it's obviously helped me to scale my business insanely, more than I could have ever done manually. It also allows me to go on holiday while still being able to do what I do without having to worry, man, I have to do all my meal plans and workout programs for all my clients, because all of that is taken care of through the MacroActive software. And I know that my clients are still getting the meal plans and workout programs exactly as I would if I was to manually do it. So one year I actually took my whole team to Las Vegas. We went there, the whole entire GRF team, and we had an awesome time. Now, I could have never done this if I had been doing all this manually because one, I would have never made the amount of money to be able to take my whole team to Las Vegas. And two, I would have been so stressed out with my time trying to get all my clients' meal plans and workout programs back to them. So the MacroActive software has helped me insanely to be able to achieve that. And that I'm so grateful for. And honestly, if anyone wants to take this opportunity, it will change your life insanely. Ken wanted me to talk about my car. So.
Oh, he's too humble. He's too humble.
I think I'll leave that.
He's too humble. I'll put it this way. It was a rust bucket before, and it's now a green Huracan Lamborghini. So, anyways, cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. It's just absolutely apropos that you are here for our inaugural podcast for MacroActive, and much more behind the scenes, under the hood, tips, tricks, secrets that we'll be sharing with you throughout this podcast series.
100%.
Yep.
Giving more than taking, and it always pays 10 times more in the end.
Cool. Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.